up guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are back with another full shoe review. I've already done the first impressions on these shoes and now it's time for a full breakdown and review. I've got with me here the Endorphin Pro 3 from Saucony in the white and gold colorway. I mean, look at this shoe. Sexy as can be. As a disclaimer, Saucony was actually nice enough to send me these shoes, but they have absolutely zero influence on how this video is gonna go today. Now, I've finally hit 100 miles in these shoes. It's time for a full review. I've done pretty much everything you can think of in this shoe. I've run easy, hard, long, short, and I've even raced in these. My verdict, I absolutely love them, but more as a workout shoe. And in this video, I'll explain to you why. This shoe has been around for about a year now, and it is becoming one of the most popular race day options, but does it stack up to the newer shoes that are on the market of today? Before we get into the specs of this beautiful piece of shoe, make sure you give this video a like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe so you don't miss any future content. So firstly, we'll get the specs of the shoe out of the way, and then we'll get into the good stuff, where I explain when I use it and if I like it. Starting off with the upper, Saucony have come with a fishnet-like material with some reflective strips featured down the eyelets. The material that they've chosen has really made the shoe lightweight and breathable, which is a huge plus. The lockdown is typical for Saucony and is really comfortable and super solid. And for a fit, I would personally recommend going up half a size. It comes with increased stack height to its predecessor, so it has a 39.5mm stack height in the heel with an 8mm drop. So moving on to the midsole, we have the Power Run PB foam, which is Saucony's super lightweight racing foam. In this shoe, we have a full-length carbon plate, which you can see through the two openings at the bottom of the shoe. You can see Speed Roll technology written on the plate, which refers to the slight curve in the carbon plate to help the shoe roll forward and give you that extra boost or spring of energy. And lastly, we have the outsole, so coated in the XT099 rubber on the outsole, plenty of rubber coverage, and on my runs where the ground felt wet, I felt it really held up and I didn't find myself slipping much at all. So done with the specs. So now moving on to how I would use the shoe and how I got on with it. Now, I said earlier in the video that I really love this shoe, but more as a workout shoe, and here's why. I've been using the Pro 3 for all of my interval runs and long runs since the day I got my hands on them. This even includes my most recent half marathon PB race. And what I've decided is this shoe is really responsive at the faster interval pace, but also provides enough cushion to support a faster paced long run. But after racing a half marathon in these, I found myself missing the protective feeling that I have gotten from other marathon racing shoes. Don't get me wrong, this is an outstanding shoe and I would race in these again, but if I had to choose a shoe for the full marathon distance, I probably wouldn't be going for these ones. So in my opinion, anything from the half marathon distance down, this shoe really shines bright. I mean, literally shines bright. So now I'm gonna go into some pros and cons that I've written down for the shoe. Starting off with the pros, even though the stack height has increased, it is still a lot more stable than the Pro 2s. It's breathable, comfortable, the outsole held up in the wet. The full-length carbon plates with that speed roll technology provides a really good amount of energy return. And it comes in some really sick colorways. Colorways that will suit any runner and any runner's outfit. The only con that I could think of for the shoe was that it probably isn't cushioned enough for the marathon distance. That is just my personal opinion. I just found that it didn't quite stack up against some of the other marathon race day options from some of the other brands. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I prefer something a little softer. If you prefer a slightly firmer ride, then this very well could be the best choice for your marathon race day. All right, so would I recommend this shoe? I would recommend this shoe for your race day or your interval workouts inside your training. It really does excel at that faster pace and really propels you forward with that speed roll technology. I mean, I can confidently say that these shoes gave me a PB in the half marathon distance, so they must be doing something right. I give this shoe a 9 out of 10 in the speed/race day category for anything half marathon distance and lower. If you're looking to pick these up, they are on the Saucony AU website, which I will link in the description down below. So make sure you check that out and pick yourself up a sick pair of race day shoes. Thank you Saucony for sending this out, and thank you Saucony for making such a fun and beautiful looking race day shoe. I'm looking forward to all of the next shoes that Saucony have got on the way. Keep your eye out for a Triumph 21 first impressions video that should be dropping in the next couple of weeks. I can't wait to get my hands on them or my feet in them. I guess that's the same thing. But yeah, that's the end of the review, guys. I'll leave it at that. If you're new to the channel, make sure you consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my future shoe review content. And make sure you give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.